On day 1, I spawned in as Stitch outside of my Hawaiian home. There, preparing for an experiment, was Lilo and Dr. Jumba.
Stitch, welcome home.
Hold still while I conduct my experiment.
He flipped the switch, causing lights to flash all around. I felt all the elements rush into me at once as I turned into fully elemental Stitch. Whoa, what did you do to me? However, our celebration was cut short as the ground shook around us.
There you are!
The tree line suddenly blasted open as the massive alien bounty hunter, Captain Gantu, came charging in.
Ah, I have finally found another alien! You think this place is your home? Once I capture you and the rest, you will be locked away forever!
Locked away? Without hesitation, he began to fire off his weapons all around us. He destroyed everything in sight and was hurting everyone I cared about. Go! No! Our home!
Stitch, Gantu will stop at nothing until all of us aliens are captured. You must find the other elemental aliens. It's the only way.
The only way? Jumba got blasted back by an explosion, and Lilo and I were forced to run. On day 2, Lilo and I were rushing through the trees, trying to escape.
I'm scared.
Just stay close. We broke out of the tree line, but just then, an alien ship cut us off.
There's no point in running! You aliens do not belong here!
Gantu sent down a blast right towards me. It hit me head on and sent me off a cliff. No! Lilo!
Stitch!
You are coming with me!
I was falling deep below and was surely going to die. However, I unleashed a power like no other, blasting water everywhere to save my fall? Whoa, I have new powers. I need to save Lilo. Maybe finding the other elemental aliens is the key. Fire pretty! What's that? I walked out into a clearing, only to see I was in the middle of a performance. There were people dancing with fire, being watched by an entire crowd. I don't have time for this. I ran through the concert, but this caused all of the dancers to freak out.
Ah! It's another one of those freaky aliens! Get it!
What? No, wait! On day 3, the fire dancers came running in to attack. They spun their flames around me, pushing me back off the stage. Yeah! Stop it! My anger boiled up within me as I let out a powerful burst of flames all around. This pushed them all back and hit a strange cage. Erupting out of the cage came a fire alien, another elemental alien.
Oh no, it's free!
Hey there, you're elemental like me. Come on, we gotta get out of here. I need your help. But instead of listening, the alien just began destroying everything.
Fire!
What the? Stop! He sent out a crazy lava fight attack that shook the entire forest around us. And because of this, the nearby mountain began to erupt. We're all going to die! He began to run towards the volcano, and I knew I had to chase after him. On day 4, I chased after Splody Head, who ran into a tunnel at the base of the volcano. You don't understand. We're all being hunted down. Passing through the tunnel, I saw that I made it to the heart, with deadly lava filling the chamber below. That's not good. But suddenly, I was hit with a blast of lava from the side. Ah!
Thanks for freeing me.
Wait, you have to stop. Please, my entire family has been taken from me.
I don't care.
He continued to jump between the spires of rock, traveling higher up into the chamber. I said, stop! I got angrier than ever, causing me to unleash a full elemental blast. I launched up into the air and slammed onto the platform in front of him.
Whoa!
Listen, I know these humans treated you badly, but I have some who are very important to me. Without your help, I may never see them again.
Oh, I wanna have friends like that.
Oh, well, what if we can be friends? Splody Head was excited to finally have a friend, as he excitedly let out another burst of flames. But this time, as his power washed over me, I felt my fire element begin to react with his. I gained 5 more hearts, grew even stronger, and now had a second set of arms? Awesome! With my newly mastered fire element, I was able to work together with Splody to make the volcano go back into a dormant state. Finding elemental aliens makes me stronger. I guess we just have to find the others. Come on! We jump back down and we're about to leave the volcano when I heard an ominous laugh echo down the tunnel. Who could that be? On day 5, I ran out of the volcano, only to see a massive amount of destruction in the forest around. What the?
Wasn't me.
Help! There's a weird alien thing on the loose! Running towards where the villager came from, we came across another alien that looked like me?
Come here.
Hey, stay away from him! I shot out my fire element at him, hitting him back.
Ooh, spicy.
Okay, calm down. I bet you're really scared right now and...
Scared? No! Leroy lives for destruction!
Huh? Before I could even react, he rushed in and slashed into me with his deadly claws.
Friend!
We tried to fight back against the out-of-control Leroy, but he was much faster and stronger than us.
This island is mine now!
Thankfully, before he could land a final blow, he was hit by a blast that stunned him. What the? I turned around to see that Dr. Jumpa had run in to save us.
Stand back. I've got this.
I'll see you around!
Jumpa, what is going on? On day 6, we went with Dr. Jumpa as he led us to another area on the island that was covered in snow. Did another experiment do this?
Precisely. I've made more experiments throughout the island, each representing one element. Finding them will help you master your elements.
And with them, I can be strong enough to save Lilo.
Help! Somebody! Anybody!
What the? What's going on? I rushed to follow the noise and arrived at a massive iced-over lake where I saw Pleakley had been frozen.
Oh, thank goodness! Get me out of here, Stitch!
Just then, an ice alien fell down in front of me and blasted me back.
Ha ha! Surprise! You made it just in time for the party. Let's show 'em, boys.
Suddenly, a group of penguins came sliding onto the ice, cutting off my escape.
Is everyone ready? Fire!
They threw out a barrage of snowballs that began to crack the ice around it. That's not good! On day 7, I was running as fast as I could across the ice, trying not to fall to my death. Why are you doing this?
Because it's funny! Ha 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 ha!
They began to focus their attacks in front of me, leaving barely any ice for me to cross. I began to focus on my jumps, and when more snowballs came in, I blasted them out of the air with my fire.
Come on! He's ruining the vibe!
Just when I thought I made it though, I was frozen.
Ha 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 ha! You make a funny popsicle.
I could barely stand and felt like the ice and cold was about to knock me out.
Stitch! Focus! Use the elements in your body! Use your rage!
As I focused on my powers, I felt them well up within me to let out a burst like no other. Rah! This shot out a wave of fire from me once again, causing the entire area to melt.
Oh, yeah. Much better.
No! Bad friend! You ruined party!
Suddenly, snow started to appear all around Slushy, and something began to happen to him. On day 8, Slushy grew much larger in size and became a massive ice monster.
Yep, that's our cue.
He wasted no time and came in to attack. Pleakley, got any ideas?
I don't know.
He sent out powerful waves of ice towards me and did everything he could to try and slow me down. I tried to fight back with my own elements, but nothing was working until I hit him with my fire, causing his monstrous form to shrink.
Huh?
Yes, of course. Keep using your fire, Stitch.
With blast after blast, I finally shrunk him down enough to return to normal.
No fun. No fun!
I'm sorry, Slushy, but I didn't come here to play. We have to work together in order to stop Gantu. He's planning on taking all of us down. He finally seemed to understand and shot out his ice element over me, causing me to upgrade. I grew even more powerful, gained 5 more hearts, and now had complete mastery over the ice element. Yes! But just then, I heard a familiar sound in the air as Gantu's ship appeared in the sky above.
Another experiment located. Time for extraction.
The ship sent down explosive blasts towards us, destroying the area all around. Yeah! Then I watched in horror as Slushy was pulled up into Gantu's ship.
Thanks for the easy capture, 626. But don't think I've forgotten about you just yet.
His ship sent down another blast, but I quickly summoned a wall of ice blocks to shield us from the hit. He's too strong!
Hurry, this way, before he reloads!
We had no choice but to run, leaving Slushy behind. On days 9 to 10, Pleakley and I safely escaped the area and ran back to our home. There, we explained to Jumbo what had happened to Slushy.
Oh no. We'll find a way to get them back, but I can't do anything until I get my lab back up and running. I'm sorry about Lilo.
It's okay. Gantu thinks this place isn't our home? Well, he's wrong. It is. And so are the people here. Lilo is family, and family means nobody gets left behind. From there, we all got to work rebuilding our home. I also made sure to build up a little volcanic home nearby for Splody to stay in. This warm enough for you?
Oh, yeah!
Oh yeah, Stitch! I found this when I was captured by the Slushy. It's some kind of code. All I know is that it has something to do with the water experiment.
Sweet. So, how do we figure out the rest? Just then, Sploodyhead looked at the note and began jumping around.
Oh, I know!
You've seen this writing before? Alright, lead the way. On days 11 to 12, Splody led me over to a remote part of the island, where I saw a large alien facility was hidden away. Whoa. We stealthily made our way down to the base of the building, where Splody carefully shot out his fire, burning a hole into a wall.
Shh! Oh, sorry.
We snuck through the hole and crept into a hallway to see some alien creatures in uniforms. The Galactic Federation. What are they doing here?
We find letters! This way!
Following Splody's lead, we began to carefully search around the facility, ducking into nearby rooms when more Federation members walked by. However, when we hid into one of them, I heard a voice call out behind me.
Stitch?
I spun around to see that Lilo's sister, Nani, had been captured. Nani, what are you doing here?
These crazy wackos told me they were gonna protect me or something. I don't know, but please, can you get me out of here?
With my flames, I started to burn away at her cage until I saw Splody was distracted by something. Hey, little help over here? But I then looked at where he was looking and saw that the Galactic Federation had cameras all over the island and were watching us? Okay, that's it. We need to get out of here now. I blasted the front of her cage, finally breaking her free. But because of this, alarms started to go off throughout the facility. Oh no. Run! On days 13 to 14, we all scrambled to run down the hallways as we heard the Federation members closing in on us.
Why aren't we looking for the exit right now?
Letters! Need key!
What?
Just trust us! But as I said this, the Galactic Federation members came running down the hall.
Stop where you are or we'll shoot! Here!
We all dashed into the side room, barely dodging the aliens' lasers as they shot by. I then reached up and hit a button, causing the doors to slam shut. Splody went quickly to work, putting the encrypted letter into a computer in the room.
Time! Need time!
I don't think they're willing to give us any.
The door started to crack as the aliens started to break it open from the other side. I've got this! I sprayed out my ice element, completely freezing over the doorway.
Almost there! Almost there!
My ice was barely holding them back as they were blasting the door with everything they had.
On 3! 1, 2, got it! 3!
Oh no, I am so getting fired for this.
The others and I escaped the facility and ran off into the trees for cover.
All right, Thank you for saving me. You're an alright dog, I guess.
Go with Splody back home. I'll follow this decrypted map to another experiment.
There's more of you? You've gotta be kidding me.
On days 15 to 16, I split up from the others as I followed the newly decrypted map to a bay on the island. The water experiment is here? Just then, I heard one of the humans shout out nearby. Hey, where did my umbrella go? And my cooler? It was just here! They all began to look around for their stuff as I saw something come out of the water and take someone's shoes? What was that? I ran down and started to rush over to the water when one of the humans spotted me. Whoa! Another alien! Give back my sun hat! They all started to chase me around the beach, trying to hit me with anything they could grab. Ah! Wait! Do you think I stole your things? Yes, you rotten thief! I was almost completely surrounded now, but that's when I saw another tentacle reaching out of the water. Aha! Gotcha! I leapt forward and grabbed onto the tentacle, but as I did, it quickly went underwater again, pulling me with it. Well, go on! Go get him! Are you crazy? I was dragged through a tunnel and thrown out into a cave. Hey!
You? Stay away from me!
I looked up to see a large alien kraken had pulled me here. Whoa, you must be the water alien.
I said stay away!
On days 17 to 18, Yin began to freak out and started swiping out at me with her tentacles. I started to sprint around the cave, having to dodge and jump over the tentacles as they swung past. Hey, stop! But she didn't listen and swung out again, hitting me back against the wall of stolen items? What? You're the thief. Why are you doing this?
I tried to hide here so that you couldn't hurt me again.
Hurt you? What are you talking about? As I said this, we began to hear the sounds of battle from above, and I heard a familiar laugh. Oh no, I think I know what happened. Please, we need to work together. With no other choice, she nodded, and we swam back up to the beach to see that Leroy was there, terrorizing the humans. Why does this keep happening to me?
Oh, to your new ruler!
I quickly ran over and shot out my ice to slow him down.
You again? I told you I'd be back! Rah!
He came dashing in, and I knew he was still too powerful for me to take on alone. Yin, help!
I'm trying!
She swatted down at Leroy, hitting him back from me. She then looked over and blasted me with her water element, causing my body to surge with her power. I gained 5 more hearts, and now had complete control over the water element. Sweet!
You both are so annoying!
Before he could attack again, I sent out my water element in a focus beam, which hit him head on. Haha! Nice work! You two saved us? You're like hero aliens! Thank you! Don't mention it. I'm just glad I could show you we are not all bad. On days 19 to 21, I made my way back to the house to see that Nani had made it back safely. Knowing this, I took the time to build out a pool area on the house so that Yin had somewhere to stay as well.
Thank you, Stitch. I'm sorry. I confused you with that red one.
It's alright. I still need to figure out why he's trying to destroy the island though. I then walked into the house and found Nani there in Lily's room.
You're gonna get her back, right?
I promise. I'm gonna do everything in my power to get her back safe. Just then, the lights in the house began to flicker.
What the? Sparky? Is that you?
Huh? I ran back outside to see that Dr. Jumpa and Pleakley were trying to corner a yellow alien.
Please be careful, Doctor. Experiment 221 is highly unstable.
You think I don't know my own creation, Pleakley? It's alright, Sparky. Come here.
Bye-bye.
In a flash of light, the alien dashed between my friends and started to laugh at them at the tree line. Who is that?
Grab him, 626. It's another elemental experiment.
On days 22 to 26, I ran after Sparky as he started to make his way into town. I need to stop him before he hurts someone. Thankfully, I was just quick enough to shoot at my fire element and made a wall of flames to cut him off. All right, nowhere to run, Sparky. I just want to talk.
Sorry, buddy. I won't go back. You can't stop me.
Suddenly, he leapt up and absorbed himself into a power line? What the? I watched his electric current as it flew into the city, sparking out electricity as it went. Fires were starting to pop up all around the surrounding houses, threatening to start a massive fire. Oh no! I quickly started to spray the fires with my water element to put some of them out, but there were just too many. Fire! Fire! Get the buckets! Humans started to come rushing out of their homes, trying to put out the flames, but this caused the street to get so crowded that I couldn't run past. Ah, come on! I watched as Sparky jumped out of the power line in the distance and began heading deeper into the town. I'll never find him now. Wait a minute. Hey, look out! Instinctually, I shut on my ice to form a wall of blocks above the villager, protecting them from the falling rubble. Oh, thank you, colorful little doggy. Ah, don't mention it. As I did this, I noticed another odd alien was looking at me from a nearby window. Oops. What the? Hey, who's in there? On days 27 to 29, I walked into the ice cream store and instantly felt a wave of cold hit me. Ugh. Oh, why did that feel familiar?
Fred?
Slushy? Is that you? Running over, I saw him in the back of the freezer, stuck in a cage. Why are you trapped here? But before he could answer, someone hit me in the head from behind.
Sorry, pal. Boss's orders.
I passed out. I opened my eyes to see that I was put in a cage with Slushy, and across from us was the alien I saw in the window before. Hey, what gives?
Oh, quit whining. Captain Gantu will be here soon, and he promised me all the sandwiches I wanted if I brought you in.
What? You're doing all this for a sandwich?
Hey, never underestimate a good egg salad.
The rage inside me began to build as I sent out a powerful burst of elemental energy, breaking the bars in an instant.
Whoa, hold on there, pal.
But I didn't listen and went to attack. However, he used his powers to send out a blast of earth to push me back. Wait, you're an elemental experiment too? You're just like us.
I don't care about you jerks. I'm getting out of here.
He punched into a nearby wall, causing the roof to cave in and cover his escape.
Forget him. He's not a friend. But thank you for being my friend. I wasn't very nice to you before.
It's okay. You're here now. Think you could help me catch one of the others?
Ooh, sounds fun.
On days 30 to 32, I had an idea to set a trap for Sparky. We found an open spot in the town and began to coat the street with our ice element. All right, now we just need something to lure him in. Slushy suddenly jumped with excitement, and after digging in a nearby dumpster, he placed down a bunch of batteries? Really? That's the bait?
Trust me.
We then set up on opposite ends of the street and waited for Sparky to take it. It wasn't long until we started to hear footsteps approaching.
Here he comes.
They got closer and closer until they stopped.
Snacks?
Sparky sent out a bolt of electricity that exploded the batteries. I then looked up to see that he had consumed their energy and now become even more powerful.
Glory.
On days 33 to 35, Slushy and I were staring up at the overcharged Sparky.
Nothing can contain me now!
Please, we don't want to hurt you. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning struck down on me by a simple flick of his hand.
This is fun!
He began to fly around the air, raining down countless lightning bolts at us both, like it was just some sort of game. We had tried to fight back, but he was way too fast now and dodged everything with ease.
This is so not fun.
Tell me about it. But just then, another bolt struck me, and I was already knocked down to low hearts. We have to take that power from him somehow. After his attack, though, I began to feel my elements spark within me. That's right. Maybe I can channel his power. Slushy, get me close. He nodded and started to focus his ice element on a ramp of blocks in front of me. Here goes nothing! I began to run towards the ramp as he sent out more and more attacks from above. With that, I dashed forward in a burst of flames and grabbed onto him.
Let go!
He unleashed blast after blast onto me, but I held my ground and began to absorb it. His element began to connect into mine. As I started to grow stronger myself, I gained 5 more hearts and now had full control over the lightning element. Haha! Sparky had used up all of his energy now and returned to his original form. It's over, Sparky. I beat you.
You're right, but I don't want to go back.
Don't worry. I think I know a way you can use your powers and still be free. On days 36 to 39, Sparky finally decided to join our team. We were all happily walking back to the house when I started to smell something. Huh? I looked around until I found a trail of breadcrumbs leading up to a nearby mountainside.
That smells like mean friend.
Right, the elemental earth experiment. I have to follow this. I told the others how to find my home and sprinted down the trail until I saw the elemental alien walking up to Captain Gantu's ship. Lilo's in there. Maybe I can sneak her out. Quietly, I began to stealth up to the ship and went up to the ramp to enter inside. There, I found the central hallway, open and quiet. Like taking candy from a baby. But as I stepped forward, I suddenly sneezed. Achoo! This caused a bit of fire to shoot down the hallway, revealing rows of hidden lasers. Whoa, resourceful as always. I carefully continued to crawl down the hall, using my multiple arms to climb the walls and avoid the lasers with ease. But when I made it to the end, there was a set of sealed vault doors keeping me out.
Password confirmation.
Stitch is the best.
Negative.
Stitch is the coolest?
Negative.
Strongest?
Negative.
Yes, I am! In my frustration, I let out a burst of electricity, short-circuiting the door. Ha-ha! There, across the room, was Lilo.
Stitch, you came back.
Of course I did. I'm breaking you out. Just step back. She did as I said, as I sent out another blast of my elements, but the cage reflected my attack back at me. Gah!
Just as stupid as always, 626.
I turned around to see that none other than Captain Gantu was now blocking my exit. I'm gonna make you pay for this. With all the element power I could, I dashed in to take him down. However, he just hit me to the side.
See, Captain? I told you I'd get him for you.
Oh, 625. You have done nothing but disappoint me. Luckily, I put a resistance seal on her cage, or he would have gotten away. So now, you both are set for extermination!
What? Gantu was about to take down Ruben. A perfect chance to take Lilo!
No, save him!
What? No! I'm not gonna leave you again!
Stitch, you have to do the right thing!
Goodbye, you useless rat!
He shot out a deadly blast right at the alien, but at the last second, I used my element to burst a hole in the wall and push Ruben and I through! Ah! On days 45 to 47, the two of us were falling down a cliff outside of his ship. I thought quickly though, and shot down a layer of ice to stop our fall. Ah!
Yeah, well, would you look at that? I really thought, oh no.
Suddenly, Ruben's weight caused the ice to crack as he fell down into a cave below. Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, luckily something broke my fall.
I began to slowly make my way down, and once I looked inside, I saw he had fallen into a clump of webs.
A little help?
Just then, I heard something moving throughout the cave, as his shouts had caught something's attention. I can't just leave him down here. However, as I ran up to free him, a massive alien bug entered the cave. Oh no!
Please don't eat me. Probably just tastes like sandwich meat.
I shot out my fire element, which created a wall of fire to cut it off. With that, I ran up and freed Ruben from his webs.
Oh, thank goodness. I think my sandwich line only made it hungrier.
Quiet, just hide. We both jumped behind cover as the bug pushed past my fire and began to stalk around the cave looking for us. Okay, we're in this together now, so stay quiet and follow my lead. He nodded as we began to sneak around the cave, using the natural rock as cover. But the creature was getting onto into our scent and started to come over to us. That's not good. Got anything? Ruben turned around and quickly threw out a slice of ham?
That should distract it.
Why do you have that? Suddenly, the rock we were hiding behind exploded into rubble as the bug found us. Ah! On days 48 to 52, the alien bug swung down at us with its massive claws. We both jumped out of the way, and I watched Ruben begin to panic.
I'm too young to die.
Get a hold of yourself, man! The creature went to chase after it, so I shot it with my lightning element. But this only made it angrier. Oh, come on! It rushed up to attack again, trying to use its blade-like claws to cut me in half. I was fighting back with my elements I had, but it was clearly resistant to my attacks. When I tried to gain some distance, it shot out a spray that completely trapped me in webs. Ah! No! The bug came in to finish me off, when suddenly it was hit from behind by a chunk of rocks.
Over here, you oversized caterpillar.
While Ruben distracted it, I was able to slash free of the webs. You saved me.
Just returning the favor.
We both began to fight together now, and with our combined strength, we were actually putting up a fight. With one final attack of fire and earth, we both took down the bug. We did it!
Yeah, we actually make a pretty good team.
Just as he said this, though, the cave began to shake as our fight was about to cause a cave-in. There, run! On days 53 to 56, Ruben and I sprinted towards the exit tunnel as rubble crashed down all around us. I got to the tunnel quickly, but Ruben was much slower, and I could tell he wasn't gonna make it. I ran up and shot a platform of ice to protect us, but because of this, rubble fell all around us, trapping us inside. No! I blasted every element I had at the rubble, but nothing I did could break through.
You could have just left me. Why didn't you?
Yeah, I couldn't just leave you. You may be working for Gantu, but you're just like me in the other experiments. We're like a family.
You're right. Can't believe I was about to betray my family for a sandwich. Here, try that again.
He then focused his elemental power onto me, as I felt my earth element surge within me, causing me to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts, grew even larger in size, and now had full control of the earth element. Sweet! Together, the two of us burst through the rubble, finally making it back up to the surface. So what will you do now?
I think it's about time someone showed that fish head who he's really messing with.
All right, Ruben, then let's take him down together. On days 57 and 59, I returned to the house with Ruben. There, I saw that Sparky and Slushy had made it back safely and had already made themselves a place to stay. Glad to see you guys.
Look out behind you!
Suddenly, Jumbo fired out a blast just past me, knocking Ruben back.
Ow! Stay back, Stitch! We got this!
Wait, he's friendly. Stop it.
What the? But he...
I know, but now he wants to take down Captain Gantu, just as bad as us. So cut him some slack.
What I really want right now is a sorry, preferably in sandwich form.
Once everyone calmed down, I took some time to build Ruben up his own home. And, of course, toss them over a sandwich. They'll come around eventually. Sorry about that.
I get it. Nothing a good BLT can't fix.
As he started to dig in, I heard a strange song echo out over the area. Whoa, what is that? It sounds beautiful. My legs began to move on their own as I ran off towards the voice in the distance. This led me all the way across the island, where I finally found the source. Whoa. On days 60 to 63, I approached the beautiful pink alien in a trance from her song. Hi, I'm...
La la la. I know you. Are you here to make me family?
Oh, what am I doing? Wait, how did I get here?
Well, my name is Angel, and if you really want me, you have to catch me!
In a burst of wind, Angel rocketed up into the air and began running along the trees. Wait, she's the last elemental experiment? Get back here! I raced after her along the ground and quickly began to catch up by using my elements.
Interesting.
She shot down a gust of wind from above, blasting me back. Whoa!
Better keep up.
With that, she continued to blast out her air element, knocking down tree after tree along the path. So that's how we're gonna play this, huh? And with my elements, I dashed around the logs in front of me, using my elements to go faster and faster. But I was blocked. What the? I looked up to see that none other than Leroy had attacked me.
She is mine!
He came in for another attack when a powerful gust of wind blew him back.
No fighting! How about a competition instead?
Competition? On days 64 to 68, we followed Angel as she led me and Leroy to a clearing on the beach.
First contest, build the best statue of me. Go!
I quickly ran off into the surrounding areas for supplies and rushed back to start building. Thankfully, with my mastery of the earth element, I could build way faster than I ever could. Ta-da!
So pretty. Leroy?
We looked over to see Leroy's build, and it didn't stand a chance.
Stupid game.
Stitch 1, Leroy 0. Next!
She led us over to the base of a cliff with tons of rock platforms leading up.
Second contest, easy. First to the top wins a point.
You are so done for.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Ready? Go!
We both began to leap between the platforms, and I quickly realized Leroy was still much faster than me. I had to think quickly, so I began to shoot my elements downward, using their force to jump up faster. Haha! Because of this, I was able to make it on top in record time, when suddenly, Leroy jumped onto the same platform and slashed me off. Ah! I looked up, only to see he made it to the top. Oh, come on!
I didn't see anything. Last round.
With that, we all ran to another cliffside, and there we saw a course of spires leading to a flag.
Final contest is air race. First to the flag and back wins me.
All right, here goes nothing. Leroy and I lined up at the starting line and got ready as Angel walked in between us.
Go!
We both jumped off the cliff and into the first spire. We were neck and neck as we raced towards the flag when suddenly huge gusts of wind began blowing towards us, nearly knocking us off. Whoa! While I was distracted by the wind, Leroy slashed towards me, slowing me down. Not this again! I chased after him, but when I looked ahead, I saw he had already grabbed the flag. He started making his way back, and I knew if I didn't do something quick, I was gonna lose. With no other choice, I blasted my lightning element, hitting him back and making him drop it. Take that! While he was stunned, I grabbed the flag and ran back across the spires, finishing the race and winning Angel's contest. Yes!
Oh my, we have our winner.
Yeah. But just then, I heard a loud shout behind us as Leroy came leaping up and slamming into me.
Stupid rat! I don't lose!
On days 74 to 77, the furious Leroy came charging in to attack. His rage had made him even stronger than before, as his speed and attacks quickly overwhelmed me. I tried to use my ice to slow him down, and my fire to keep him back, but no matter what I did, he was just too strong. Ah! Stop, Leroy! Is this really what you want? Just to destroy everything you touch? He didn't listen and roared out again, growing even stronger.
Die!
His rage-empowered form caused him to shoot out a beam of pure destruction that blasted me down to low hearts. He was about to unleash another beam when he was hit from the side by Angel.
Stay away from him.
No! I felt my own rage boil within me as I sent out a blast of my elements, shoving him back. Don't make me do this, Leroy. You could join us. Make this island our home.
Never! This island, this whole world will be mine!
With no other choice, I focused on my elements as Leroy came charging in. But when he got close, I sent out another blast, taking him down for good. On days 78 to 80, I was barely able to hold on after the fight with Leroy.
My hero. I knew I chose right.
With that, Angel sent out another blast of her air element, causing my elements to react with hers. I grew in size and strength once again, gaining 5 more hearts and now having full control over all of the elements. Awesome! Now, I'm finally strong enough to face Gantu and save Lilo. We headed back down the cliff, and we're on our way back home when I noticed something in the trees. Watch out!
Huh?
I quickly dashed forward and pushed Angel out of the way. But because of this, I got trapped instead.
Over here! I think we got him!
Angel, run! Tell the others to stay hidden.
But what about?
There's no time! Go! She reluctantly ran off towards my home, just as a group of the Galactic Federation surrounded my cage.
We got him! Ha! Let's get him back to base.
You think I'd give up that easily? I'd charge up a blast to break down the bars, when I was suddenly hit by a powerful shock from behind. Ah! Because of this, I passed out. On days 81 to 85, I woke up inside of a prison room of the Federation's hidden base. Why can't you guys just leave me alone?
Experiment 626? I still don't think you understand the situation you put this whole island in.
Huh? The alien pointed over to a large screen where I saw a recording of Captain Gantu and Lilo.
It seems your little pet hasn't come to save you, little girl.
No, Stitch would never leave me, you big dumb meanie. I bet he's just getting ready to take you down.
If you think I'm scared for even 1 second, little girl, you are mistaken. If anything, I'm aggravated by his presence. So now, we are going to have to raise the stakes and see how 626 feels about this whole island being under my foot. Unless he gives himself up.
You see, Captain Gantu has now gone too far. He threatens not just one girl's life, but the lives of all the people on Hawaii. So we have taken it upon ourselves to personally turn you in.
What? No, I'm strong enough to stop him now. Just let me out, and suddenly I was shocked again by the bars of the cage.
You've done quite enough, 626, so just don't make this difficult.
However, as he said this, one of the room's walls burst open, revealing Dr. Jumba and Pleakley.
I believe you have something of mine.
Stop them!
Before any of the aliens could get a shot off, Jumbo rapidly fired his lasers around the room, and while they were running for cover, Pleakley came over and opened my cage.
Come on, Stitch! Let's get you home!
On days 86 to 90, with the help of Dr. Jumba and Pleakley, I was able to escape the Federation once again. How did you guys know?
Experiment 634 told us what happened. Oh, Angel, my most beautiful creation.
Hey! I'm standing right here, you know.
With that, I went to work building up Angel her very own home next to ours, after I gathered everyone around to tell them what I saw with Gantu.
Well, what does that mean?
You think he's gonna drop a bomb on the island?
He would never do that. It's probably some catastrophic plan that involves an orbital death laser from space.
No matter what it is, we will face it and stop it together.
Right. We with you, Stitch.
Just then, Nani came sprinting up to me in a panic.
Stitch! The town! It's under attack by that crazy alien ship!
Oh no! I'm on it!
Go ahead, 626. You're the fastest of us. We'll catch up.
On days 91 to 94, I ran ahead to the town as fast as I could, and there I saw Gantu's ship was raining down explosions from above. Why is this happening again? I rushed in, focusing on saving as many of the humans as I could, shielding them from the missiles. Come on, this way! I used my elements to carve a tunnel into the ground for them to take cover. And after they were all safe, I turned my attention back to the ship. I'm coming, Lilo. With my new air element, I began to leap around the buildings, using them to get higher and higher until I blasted down, sending me flying up and onto the ship. Now that I was close enough, I clawed into it, but that's when I noticed no one was piloting it? What the? Just then, a voice rang out from the ship's speakers.
Hello again, Experiment 626. You must be so worried about your little friend. But don't worry, I brought her some company.
I'm sorry, Stitch. We couldn't stop him.
Dr. Jumba? No!
Yes, All of your little family is here with me now, and the only way to guarantee their safety is by handing yourself over at the highest peak on the island. See you there.
I have to save them all? I won't let you get away with this, Gantu! On days 95 to 99, I ran as fast as I could to the highest peak on the island, only to see that Captain Gantu had captured all the other aliens from my home.
Stitch, don't listen to him. You can...
Shut it, or you're going over the cliff. So, 626, what will it be? Will you finally give yourself up for your cute little family?
They are my family, so that's why I'm giving myself up.
Stitch, no!
You're smarter than I thought!
I slowly walked towards Gantu for him to put me away in the cage. But as I walked forward, I felt my rage building inside of me again.
What is this now?
In a bright flash of light, I used my lightning element to burst out electrical energy. This caused all of the cages to malfunction and free all of my friends.
I knew that would work.
No! No!
He ran in to take me down, but before he could reach me, Sparky sped by, pushing him back. Then Slushy and Splody began to blast at him with their elements, as Ruben ran up to push him back towards the edge.
Stop this at once! Oh, so long, little girl!
Gantu shot out a blast to the side, exploding the ground below Lilo. Wait!
Stitch!
On day 100, I jumped from the top of the cliff to save Lilo. She was panicking in the air, about to fall to her death. Hold on! I shot out a beam of my water towards the ground and created a pool below her.
Ow! Whoa, I'm alive!
Pretty cool, huh? I was finally reunited with Lilo again after so many days of being apart.
Please don't ever scare me like that again, okay?
I promise. But sadly, our reunion was interrupted as Captain Gantu came slamming down next to us.
Ha! Looks like your friends stood no chance without their idiot leader. This isn't over yet.
Gantu began to blast out plasma towards me as I used my ice element to block it. Stand back, Lilo! She did as I said, so I dashed in and began to fight Gantu with everything I had. All of my elements were working together, freezing and burning away chunks of his health at a time. But with each hit he landed, I would become weaker as well.
Enough!
With another blast, I was brought down to extremely low hearts.
I was sent to destroy threats like you, 626. Don't you understand? You do not belong here. You do not belong anywhere.
His words began to build up the rage inside me once again, because I knew I belonged here. This place is my home. In one final elemental burst, I let out all of my rage at once, striking Gantu head on and nearly taking him down. Gantu, can you see what you're doing is wrong? This entire island here, it's all of our home, and it can be yours too. We don't have to do all of this harm.
But we're aliens. All I've ever known is hunting you down.
I know. But maybe your life doesn't have to be like that. You can stop all of this and maybe learn what true friendship feels like. Gantu seemed to understand and surrendered. Yes, because of this, Lilo and my entire family can now live in peace.